Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I really wanted to try out this new foundation from Wetnwild. It's the Photofocus Dewy edition of the foundation. I have the regular, the very first one they came out with, and I don't like that one at all on my skin. It looks so extremely textured and dry, so I don't ever use it. Actually today I wanted to film a video of me using the stuff from my makeup collection that I don't ever use, either because I don't like it or just because I have other stuff that I use a bit more than other things. But since I have this foundation, I really want to give it a try, so I thought that I'd do it on camera because I don't think I've ever tried a foundation on camera. And it is pretty early in the day. What time is it actually? It is 12:13. So I'm going to put this on and try it on, wear it all day. I'm not going anywhere though, so I won't be able to see how it wears with the weather we're having today. Today is super gloomy and humid and it's raining off and on. So since I don't have anywhere to go, I can't test this out with the weather, but I'm going to be wearing it all day. I have some cleaning to do, some laundry to do, and edit this video. So I'm gonna wear this for as long as possible. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and try this on today. Before I do that, I'm going to just prep my skin as normal. I've already moisturized. I'm gonna use my Smashbox oil primer because this is my favorite primer. And because I have dry skin, I feel like it really helps with my skin looking not so crusty. I've already done my eyebrows too. Before I started doing my eyebrows, I actually shaved off the end of my tail. It probably needs to be shaved off a little bit more. But I was just so scared to do it, so I didn't fully commit. So my eyebrows look a little bit different today, but I've been wanting to shave them off for a while now, and finally I was like, you know what, whatever, they'll grow back anyway. So I ended up shaving off about like this much of my, like all this. Normally this would have already gone down, but I went up just a little bit more. I just feel like I need to shave off a little bit more so that way I can go even higher. I just want that really, like, bitch looking face, you know? So to apply the foundation, I'm going to be using two different tools. I'm going to use a sponge on one side and a brush on the other side. Really because I was only going to use a sponge, but in reality, sometimes I use a brush as well. It just depends on what mood I'm in. So I'm going to go ahead and just use both. For the brush side, I have two brushes that I like to use for foundation. This one here, which is a double-ended Tarte brush. I'm not too sure what the name of this is called. And then I have this one from Real Techniques. I'm going to use this one though, only because I like this one just a little bit more than this one. And this one's also more affordable. So in case you guys are interested in picking up a good foundation brush, I do recommend this one. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one for the brush side, and then for the sponge side, I was going to use this sponge. This is a Eco Tools sponge. To be honest with you though, even though like it is used, I don't really like it. I'm not that big of a fan of it. It's good as you're applying the foundation, but with the sponge especially, I like to really work and buff and bounce the foundation into my skin. But I found this one, as I do that, it kind of lifts up the foundation. And so like, I'll have like my redness start peeking through a little bit. So this one's not my favorite. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and use my Wetnwild sponge, which is so dirty. But I love it so much and I haven't thrown away. I have to buy a new one, but I'm also kind of tempted on trying the e.l.f. sponge. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But, so my face is already primed. I'm going to start. I'm going to say that I'm not that big of a fan of the applicator on the foundation. I like more of the pump. But in case anyone's wondering, I picked up the shade Nude Ivory, so hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's a good match, but you never know. So I'm going to apply it to this side. And I'm going to use my sponge on this side. I'm super excited to try this foundation. Like, I hope I like it a whole lot more than the other one. Only because I was so excited when I got the other one. I was like, oh my god, like all the reviews came out, you know, all of the major YouTubers were like, oh, foundation is so good, blah, blah, blah. And then I tried it out and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I hated it. Hated it. It was just so dry and crusty on my skin. And yeah, I just didn't like it. So this one has kind of like a lot to live up to though, because I love the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation for super light coverage. And for my full coverage, I love, love, love the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. This one here. That I need a new one, obviously, because I use it so much that I actually broke the pump on that one. So I need a new one. I also need a new one because when I bought that one, the store that I had bought it from, I don't remember which one it was, but that was the lightest shade they had, so I just automatically assumed it was the lightest shade in the collection. And it's a little bit too dark for me. So, need to pick up my actual shade. But so far, ooh. So far I kind of like this foundation. It sits really nicely. It doesn't look like, normally with the other one, as soon as I start blending it out, my texture is like showing dry. It looks so dry on me. And this one, it doesn't look like that at all. Oh. Ooh, I kind of like it so far. With the sponge, I like it. Let me see. Go ahead and buff this out with a brush. It kind of looks a bit more dewier with the brush side versus the sponge side. I mean, you can still see like there's some luminosity to it, but on the brush side, it just looks a bit more intense. I'm not hating it though. Okay, I think I prefer it with the brush. I like them both, honestly. It's a bit more full coverage on this side. Like, there's more coverage. I mean, it's not a full coverage, but there's more coverage, I feel, on this side than there is on this side. Obviously, because the sponge soaks up a little bit of the product, which is probably why this side looks a bit dewier than this side as well. But to be honest with you, I kind of like them both with, with either applicator. I think this is also a good shade match. I did pretty good. I did pretty good. I'm going to add just a little bit more, like, to this side of my face, this part of my face, just because the redness is coming through a little bit. Okay, so far I'm very impressed. I'm going to go ahead and now just conceal my under eyes with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm desperately needing to get a new one. But, like, I need to go online and order a new one. I just haven't done it yet. This one's, like, running super low. I'm going to blend that with my beauty blender. Not my beauty blender, my e.l.f. sponge. But I really want to try the hydrating one as well. But I think what I'm going to do is when I go online to order a new one, I'm going to get both, like one of each. Just because I'm too scared that if I don't like the hydrating one, then I'm like shit out of luck, because I love this one so much. I feel like even though my skin is dry, and this being like a drier consistency, it's not too cakey or crusty on my skin. I feel like it's just perfect, and it's so perfect to prime your eyes for shadow, because it is drier and more tackier. So I feel like it's perfect. Yes. Just going to blend the edges out just a little bit with this. Now I'm going to take a closer look to see how the concealer blended in with this foundation. Not bad. Not bad. It does look a little bit drier than what it would look like if I had used my Milani one. But I feel like my Milani foundation just has a bit more dewiness to it than this foundation does. It doesn't look bad. It's just, it just looks like a little bit drier than what I'm used to. So I'm going to set my face now with my Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder. For my setting, I don't know if you guys are interested, but I've been using this sponge from Real Techniques, and it's kind of like that fuzzy sponge. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's fuzzy. So it says it's meant for powder, so that's what I've been using it for, and I really, really like it. It is damp, and it's so soft and swishy, and it sets the powder like super, super nice. I wonder if it's, I've never tried it with like liquid products though, so I'm not sure how it works with those. I don't remember if on the box it said you can use it with liquid. So normally when I just set, I mainly focus it like underneath my eyes and the creases of my nose and then on my smile lines, and then whatever's left I kind of just like buff it into the skin or bounce into the skin, because I do have drier skin and I don't want it to get like too crazy. So far it looks nice, and it's not like too tacky either. But maybe it's just because of that little bit of powder that I put on top. I should have checked to see if it was tacky before I set my face. Sorry. But it's a little bit tacky, but it's not like too bad. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup very quickly off camera. Once I'm done, I'll come back to kind of give like my thoughts on how the bronzer, blush, highlight all blended into the skin with this foundation, and then I'll check in like every few hours to see how it sits on the skin for the rest of the day. As I said, I am going to be moving around, so we'll see how it goes, you know, with me moving around and stuff like that. So far, I kind of really like it. It doesn't look too, like, it looks like there's luminosity. Why can't I speak? Oh my god. I feel like there is a little bit of luminosity like peeking through. It's not like too much. I feel like it's just like the perfect amount for me at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the face. We'll come back and then we'll be checking up from there. So BRB. Okay, so I'm done with the rest of my makeup. So far the foundation looks really, really good. Everything blended like beautifully. My contour, bronzer, whatever, blush, highlight, everything looks so good. The only thing is right here I am creasing just a little bit in my smile lines, but that happens like all the time. My smile lines are a little bitch and they love to crease. They're the first thing to crease while I'm doing my makeup, like before the night's even started for me. So that's not really too surprising for me. It's just, you know, something that I deal with all the time. But for the most part, like, everything looks good. I'm so happy, surprisingly happy actually, with the way it looks and the way like my skin looks. I guess because I wasn't expecting to like this too much because I don't like the first one. But I'm loving it. So yeah, that's so far so good. If you want to know the rest of the makeup details, then I will have my Instagram link down below. You can check out that, and I'll have everything listed in the post for this look. But now it's time for me to start my day. Clean, you know, as I said earlier. I'll check back in. Oh, what time is it right now? It is 1:17. So I will, it didn't take me long at all to do this look. Interesting. So I'll check back around 3:30 to 4, and we'll check to see how the foundation is doing then. Okay. Hey guys, so I'm so sorry about this horrible lighting. I'm in my room right now and I don't have the best. Maybe if I kind of like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. So I'm a little bit annoyed right now because I checked in. Right now it is 4:50, almost gonna be 5, and I had checked in around 3:30. But for that I filmed on my phone. Hello, Funkos. For that I filmed on my phone, and for some reason it's just not letting me upload that footage from my phone to my computer because I am currently editing this video, and it doesn't let me upload it. So I'm a little annoyed because I already checked up earlier in the day and it's already almost 5, almost 2 hours after I checked up the first time, and I have nothing to show for it. So when I checked it around 3:30ish, it looks perfectly fine. I do have some like cracking like in my nose area, and also creasing in my smile lines, but that always happens with foundation. Even my Milani foundation does that to me, just not as bad as this one. So that's something to take into consideration if you're someone who has that same issue as I do. But for the most part, my skin looks good. I mean, you can definitely tell I have makeup on, but to me that doesn't really matter because it's obvious I have makeup on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to hide the fact that I have makeup on. So if you're someone who doesn't really like a makeup look, then I don't think that you like this foundation. But if you blah blah blah, oh my god, but if you don't mind that look, then you might like this foundation. It's okay. It definitely looked better the first time as I was applying it, though throughout the day I can kind of see the texture on my skin. So yeah, but this is pretty much what it looks like. As I did mention earlier in the video, all I did was pretty much like clean my house, and I've done a little bit of laundry, and I'm pretty much almost done editing this video. I'm going to check in one more time though, since I can't use the other footage. So I will check in one more time before I wash this all off in the shower. But I just wanted to give a little quick rundown of this. Yeah, I gotta take these lashes off. They're starting to bother my eyes too. But all in all, it's okay. As of right now, I don't love it. I like it, but I'm just not like loving right now. I kind of was loving it at the beginning when I first applied it. But as I said, as it started sitting on my face, it kind of like, ugh. So I will be back in a couple more hours to give my final thoughts. Hopefully I will try to get better lighting. I just didn't feel like going into my other room that I film in for better lighting, even though that lighting's not that great anyway. I didn't feel like getting up, so hope you guys don't mind, and I'll be back. Okay, so final check-in. It is now, it's still kind of early. It is it's 7:28 right now, and I'm just ready to take this off and shower. So I'm doing a final checkup. So as you can see, this is the foundation, what the foundation pretty much looks like. I do look pretty oily like in this T-zone, but to be honest with you, that doesn't really bother Sorry, I'm a little kid who can't speak. It doesn't really bother me. Because for the most part, I feel like the rest of my face looks kind of dry and textured. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit, but as I mentioned earlier, like this part of my nose looks like terrible, and again, that always happens to me. It's just not really this bad. Also in this area, like right in my mouth, looks super crusty. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can maybe hopefully get a better look of it. Okay, so that's what the nose looks like, and then on the side too, right here, it looks so dry right here, like horrible. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's definitely a lot better than their regular foundation. As you can see, like right here too, it kind of looks like dry and textured. It's definitely better than their other one, at least in my opinion, and on my skin it looks better than the first one they came out in. But overall, it's definitely not my favorite. I really liked it in the beginning, which sucks because it just doesn't wear very well on my skin. And I don't know, yeah, it's just not very, it's just not my favorite. My under eye bags though are coming in hard. Coming in for the kill, I'll tell you what. So yeah, that's, I mean, not my favorite, but I don't absolutely hate it. I feel like hate's kind of a strong word, so I'm not going to use the word hate, but it's definitely not my favorite. I'm going to try it again, like different ways. I'm going to try, the next time I wear this, I'm actually going to try not setting the whole face, just underneath the eyes. Because earlier I did set under my eyes and then go over the rest of the face with the remaining powder that was on the sponge I used to set my face. Next time I try this, I'm going to try not to do that and just set underneath the eyes, and maybe this will kind of like set itself. Hopefully, maybe. But yeah, so far, this is still my #1 baby for full coverage. Again, I love their cushion foundation for a really light, glowy, youthful look. But this one's just not it for me, sis. I'm not gonna say the word hate, but anyways, that is it for this video. I am so happy I'm done with this. Sorry if I'm really low energy right now. My eyes are kind of bothering me. I need to take out my contacts and not take off these lashes like ASAP. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are, thank you so much from the bottom of my itty bitty heart. And I will see you guys. Oh, before I forget, remember to follow me on Instagram. I will have it linked down below. Sometimes I do looks on there that don't make it onto YouTube. So just in case you ever want to see anything else that I do, make sure you follow me there. And now that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!